They basically choose to give up their humanity, and by doing so, they are giving up the natural protection they have from spirit towards spirit beings. Let me explain this. As a human being, no spirit being can just come to you and make you do things. No spirit being can just enter into you, possess you, and all that. This is a natural thing. They can't do it unless you give up your humanity. You give up your humanity, and now because you've given up your humanity, your natural protection that the Lord Jesus, that God Himself gave to you, is also taken away. Because that natural protection you have as a human being will only stay there because you're a human being. The moment you as a human being decides to give up your humanity, that protection also leaves, and evil spirits can easily use you. And that's the thing. When in life we often look at someone's performance, at someone's behavior, and based on what we see, we want to judge the quality of that individual. Now don't get me wrong. If someone displays evil fruit, you need to question whether that individual is not evil. Okay, so you see, behavior and actions do say something about the individual, but we as human beings, we can be wrong. Why? Because we often don't see the real individual, we often only see the ego, what they want to project. Okay? You need good discernment to see who someone really is. Okay? Especially when you have to do with narcissists and sociopaths and psychopaths, because they're all into this. Okay? You see, the common man may get involved in all of this, but after a while will realize I can't do this anymore. I cannot continue to lie to myself and to others. So they will give up. A narcissist gives in to the demonic realm by their attitude, by their rejection of Christ, rejection of the truth. And they basically become the slave towards the demonic realm. So this is how narcissism works. And I use a female example. I could also use a male example. But I want to point out one thing is that narcissism is not a disease, okay? I mean, it's not a disease in a sense that it's something that happens to you and you can't do anything about it. You see, if you live in a stressful society, a stressful community, and the stressfulness of that community begins to burden your mental capacities, and you become mentally ill for a while, okay, that can happen. There's something you can't do anything about it, okay? Often you're not aware that the community is stressful. You're not aware of it, it just happens to you. That's a mental illness, and that can happen. You see, also when you're born again, when you're a believer, such things can happen. It's favorable if they never happen, but it can, okay? However, narcissism is not a disease in the sense that it's something that happens to you. It is worse than a disease because it's something a human being chooses to become. You see, it's basically getting into a contract with demons. That's what it is, because you decide to give up your humanity and to give up your human natural protection. You give up your human natural responsibilities and your human natural obligations. You give them up to receive, the benefits from the demonic realm by acting as demons to get stuff from people. So when you're dealing with narcissists, understand what you're dealing with, okay? Don't go on to what I say. Do your own research, and please, the moment you realize that someone is demonic, you back off from them. Because trust me, there ain't nothing good over there. There really isn't. Okay? Someone that has chosen to give up their humanity, they're willingly to sacrifice your human life anytime. Why? Because their own humanity they gave up to indulge in all kinds of temporary pleasures. So they don't value their own humanity. So if they don't value their own humanity, they will not value yours. Narcissists When they are in rage, they can easily kill you and later pretend it never existed or blame you that was murdered for it, that you made them do it. Sociopaths a sociopath is in the next stage of is a narcissist in the next stage, and the extreme phase is what we call psychopathy. That's when someone is a psychopath. And you have people that are in the beginning phase, they're just narcissists, but still they're very dangerous already. And you have people in the middle stage, so sociopath, and you have people in the extreme stage, psychopaths. I've talked about narcissism here now, and I've used a female example, because there are many female narcissists walking out there also. Because if you cannot recognize narcissism, then you cannot recognize psychopathy and sociopathy. Okay, you can't. So that's why I've made this illustration here, to teach you how to recognize it. Well, I'm going to close this video now, because there are also other videos on my YouTube channel about narcissism and sociopaths. Also had a video I made a few months ago, I believe half a year ago, about female sociopaths. So browse through my channel, you can find more about such stuff. I also give more explanation about the spiritual dimension in relationship to all of this. Well, this is it for now, and may the grace of the Lord Jesus Christ, God Himself, be with you.